¿Qué es qué? ¿Qué? De lo que cuando se le incrementa su cuenta.
Hi, Viviana.
Hi.
Okay, do you know in which page we are?
No.
Okay, page 224 and 64, sorry. Exercise
What?
1,
What book?
a grammar book.
Okay. Grammar book. Okay. What do you say? Okay. Exercise.
Exercise 1, lesson 25.
Exercise. Okay. Bob is very sick. He can't come to class.
Bob is so sick that he can't come to class. Okay.
My
Okay. Oh, I don't know
no
how.
no by one by one.
By one. Okay. My chair is very hard. I can't sit comfortably.
My chair is so hard that I can sit comfortably.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Smith is very tired. He won't stay up late tonight.
Okay. Mr. Smith is so tired that he won't stay up late tonight. The movie was very interesting. Susan saw it twice.
The movie was so interesting that
Interesting.
Susan saw it twice.
Uh-huh.
John's car is very old. He can't sell it.
Okay. John's car is so old that he can't sell it. Mrs. Taylor is very pleasant. Everyone likes her.
Mr. Taylor is so pleasant that everyone that's fine. It likes her.
Uh-huh.
Mrs. Taylor is very. Some of the students were very sleepy. They fell asleep during the movie.
Some of the students were so sleepy that they fell asleep during the movie. The new car was very expensive. John couldn't buy it. Yeah.
The, the new car was so expensive that John couldn't buy it.
Uh-huh.
The ceiling is very high. John can't reach it.
Okay. The ceiling is so high that John can't reach it. Mr. Jones is very lazy. He won't work.
Mr. Jones is so lazy that he won't work. Mr. Miller talks very fast. I can't understand him.
Mr. Miller talks so fast that I can't understand him. The students practiced in the lab very often. Their pronunciation improved a lot.
Mr. Um,
12.
okay. The students practice in the lab so often that their pronunciation improved a lot.
Mhm.
John pressed this pencil so hard that John pressed his pencil very hard. The lead broke.
Okay, John pressed his pencil so hard that the lead broke. Mrs. Smith drove her car very fast. She received a ticket for speeding.
Mrs. Smith drove her car so fast that she received a ticket for speeding. Bob is very sick. He can't come to class.
Okay. Okay, you start the last time, right?
Right.
Okay. If you want, I can start in order to change. Okay, Bob is very sick. He can't come to class.
Bob is so sick that he can't come to class.
Okay.
My chair is very hard. I can sit comfortably.
My chair is so hard that I can't sit comfortably. Mr. Smith is very tired. He won't stay up late tonight.
Mr. Smith is so tired that he won't stay up late tonight. John's car is very old. He can't sell it. Oh, we have to go.
Okay.
Close your books, guys. Okay, no books. And let's start with Jose. Okay, Jose, the new car was very expensive. John couldn't buy it.
The new car was so expensive that John couldn't buy it.
Okay, Millie. Mr. Smith is very tired. He won't stay up late tonight.
Mr. Smith is so tired that he won't stay up late tonight.
Okay, Veronica. My chair is very hard. I can't sit comfortably.
My chair is so hard that I can sit comfortably.
Okay, Oneta. Mr. Jones is very lazy. He won't work.
Mr. Jones is so lazy that he won't work.
Robert? Mr. Miller talks very fast. I can't understand him.
Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller.
Okay, Mr. Miller talked so fast that I can't understand him.
Understand him. Viviana. The movie was very interesting. Susan saw it twice.
The movie was so interesting that Susan saw it twice.
Correct. Good. Okay, Iris. Okay, the students practiced in the lab very often. Their pronunciation improved a lot.
The students practice in the lab so often that their pronunciation improved.
A lot.
A lot.
Okay. Natalie. John pressed his pencil very hard. The lead broke.
John pressed his pencil so hard that the lead broke.
Okay, and Stephanie. Bob is very sick. He can't come to class.
Bob is so sick that he can't come to class.
Correct. Good. Okay, now guys, let's do exercise number 2. Okay, so the same thing. Let's practice this one in pairs. Exercise number 2. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I start. The Smiths are very friendly people. Everyone feels welcome at their house.
The Smiths are such friendly people that everyone feels welcome at their house.
I'll repeat after me. Welcome.
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 Okay. John has a very severe headache. He's going to go to the doctor.
John has such a severe headache that he's going to go to the doctor.
John is a very busy student. he sleeps only 6 hours a night.
John is such a busy student that he sleeps only 6 hours a night.
Okay. The football team has very good players. It has never lost a game.
The football team has such good players that it has never lost a game.
Mary is a very good student. She's going to pass all of her exams.
Mary is such a good student that she's going to pass all their exams.
Sorry, one more time. Mary is?
Mary is such a
Such
good student that she's going to pass all her exams.
all of her exams. Correct. Good.
Okay. San Francisco is a very interesting city to visit. I want to go there as soon as possible.
San Francisco is such an interesting city to visit that I want to go there as soon as possible.
It was a very cold day. Susan stayed home.
It was such a cold day that Susan stayed home.
A Cadillac is a very expensive car. John can't buy one.
A Cadillac is such an expensive car that John can't buy one.
Okay, the museum is a very interesting place. The students want to visit it again.
The museum is such an interesting place that the students want to visit it again.
John told a very funny story. Mary wanted to hear it again.
John told such a funny story that Mary wanted to hear it again.
Sorry, here that Mary?
That Mary wanted to hear again.
Okay, repeat after me. Mary wanted to hear it again.
Mary wanted.
Okay, good. Now let's switch.
Okay. That's mere that the Smiths are very friendly people. Everyone feels welcome at their house.
Okay. The Smiths are such friendly people that everyone feels welcome at their house.
John has a very severe headache. He's going to go to the doctor.
Okay, John has such a severe headache that he's going to go to the doctor.
John is a very busy student. He sleeps only 6 hours at night.
John is such a busy student that he sleeps only 6 hours a night.
The football team has very good players. It has never lost a game.
Okay, the football team has such good players that it has never lost a game.
Mary is a very good student. She is going to pass all of her exams.
Okay, Mary is such a good student that she is going to pass all of her exams.
San Francisco is a very interesting city to visit. I want to go there as soon as possible.
San Francisco is such an interesting city to visit. I want to go there as soon as possible.
Sorry, one more time. Repeat the sentence one more time.
Okay. San Francisco is such an interesting city to visit that I want to go there as soon as possible.
Correct.
It was a very cold day. Susan stayed home.
Okay, it was such a cold day that Susan stayed home.
A Cadillac is a very expensive car. John can't buy one.
A Cadillac is such an an expensive car that John can't buy one.
The museum is a very interesting place. The students want to visit it again.
Okay. The museum is such an interesting place that the students want to visit it again.
John told a very funny story. Mary wanted to hear it again.
John told such a funny story that Mary wanted to hear it again.
Correct. Good job. Okay, let's go back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So guys, I need you to close your books. Okay, notebooks. And I'm going to start with Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie, Mary is a very good student. She's going to pass all of her exams.
Mary is such a good student that she's going to pass all of her exams.
Good. Okay, Natalie, it was a very cold day. Susan stayed home.
Okay, it was such a cool day that Susan stayed home.
Okay, it is. A Cadillac is a very expensive car. John can't buy one.
A Cadillac is such an expensive car that John can't buy one.
Okay, Viviana. The football team has very good players. It has never lost a game.
The football team has such good players that it never lost a game.
It has
never lost a game.
Lost a game.
A game.
Really good. Okay, Robert. The museum is a very interesting place. The students want to visit it again.
The museum is such a interesting place that the students want to visit it again.
Okay, Oneida. John is a very busy student. He sleeps only 6 hours a day.
Okay, John is such a busy student that he sleeps 6 hours a day.
Okay. Millie. John has a very severe headache. He's going to go to the doctor.
John has such a severe headache that he is going to go to the doctor.
Good. I think I skipped. Veronica, did I ask you before?
No,
right?
teacher.
No. Okay, yes. Okay, it's because I have your name twice. Okay, so Veronica. John told a very funny story. Mary wanted to hear it again.
John told such a funny story that Mary wanted to hear it again.
Correct. And Jose. Okay, Jose. San Francisco is a very interesting city to visit. I want to go there as soon as possible.
Okay. San Francisco is such an interesting city to visit. I want to go there as soon as possible.
Right. Really good, guys. Okay, now let's focus on exercise 3. Okay. Now, guys, exercise 3 is basically like 1 and 2 in one exercise. So we have to use so that and also such that. So we're going to say 2 sentences per sentence, per item, okay? So let's start with Jose. Okay, Jose, I'm going to read the example, okay? Paul is too short to reach the apple on the tree.
The answer, teacher.
You read the 2 answers.
Okay. Paul is too short to reach the apple on the tree.
The answers. Paul is so short.
Paul is so short that he can't reach the apple on the tree.
So here, guys, repeat after me. The apple.
The apple.
The apple.
The apple.
Okay, and Jose, the second option.
Paul is such a short boy that he can't reach the apple on the tree.
Okay. Now let's continue with Hossein. You read the second sentence here.
Peter is too old to become a soldier.
Millie?
Peter is so old that he can't become a soldier. And Peter is such an old man that he can't become a soldier.
Okay, now Millie, continue.
These shoes are too small for me to wear.
Veronica?
These shoes are so small that I can't wear them. These are such small shoes that I can't wear them.
Okay, all right. So now let's do number 1. So let's have Veronica. You read the sentence.
This book is too difficult for the new students to read.
Okay, Oneida, give me a sentence using so that.
Okay. This book is so difficult that the new students can't read it.
Okay, yeah. So this book is so difficult that the new students can't read it. Okay, that's the first one. And now give me a second sentence using such that.
Okay. This book is such a difficult, I don't know.
This is
Such a difficult book.
Now, what happens here is the following. If you say book at the beginning, like this book, then you cannot say book again because it is like repetitive. So if you want to avoid like repetition, what you can do is to say one. It's such a difficult one.
Okay.
Okay.
So one more time.
Okay.
This book.
This book is such a difficult one that the students can't read it.
Correct. And I think someone said also like this is such a difficult book. That's also a possibility. You can say this is without, I mean, you don't say book at the beginning, so you put it like here, right? So this is such a difficult book that the students can't read it. That's another option if you want. Okay. Now let's continue with Aneta. You read number 2.
Okay. The professor is too busy to leave his office.
Okay, Robert, give me a sentence using so that, please.
Okay, the professor is so busy that he can't leave to his office.
He can't leave?
Leave his office.
His office. Okay, and another sentence using such that.
Okay, the professor is such a busy that he
Such a busy what?
such a busy
Man,
such a busy person
Such a busy person, such a busy man.
that he leaves his office.
That
He can't leave to his office or without to.
Like in the book, without to.
Okay.
Remember, guys, when you say leave, you say just leave and the place. Leave the house, leave the office.
Okay.
So maybe, Robert, sorry, repeat the sentence one more time.
Okay, the professor is such a busy person that he can't leave his office.
Okay, now Robert, number 3.
He is too sick to stand up.
Okay, Viviana, give me a sentence using so that.
He's so sick that he can't stand up.
Correct. And such that.
Okay. He's such a sick.
Such a sick.
Such a sick that.
Such a sick what?
To go at the hospital.
Man.
Okay.
Sick man.
Okay. It's a sick man.
Okay, one more time.
Okay. He's such a sick man that he can't stand up.
Perfect. Really good. Okay, now let's continue with Viviana. You read number 4.
This car is too expensive for us to buy.
Okay, Iris, give me a sentence using so that.
This car is so expensive that we can't buy.
We can't
But
buy it. We can't buy it. Okay, so it is
This
one
car
more time.
is-
Repeat the sentence. This car is so
this car is so expensive that we can't buy it.
buy it. Okay, and such that.
This car is such an expensive car.
Again, in this case, we
Wow.
cannot repeat. So such an expensive.
One.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, this car is such an expensive one that we can't buy it.
Now, also, I mean, like, if you want, you can also say, for example, this car is such an expensive vehicle. I mean, if you want, but I mean, if you say one, it sounds better actually. So yeah, that's the best option. Okay, now let's have Iris. You read number 5.
She's too young to go to the school.
To go to school. Natalie. So that.
She is so young that she can go to school. She is such a young girl that she can go to school.
Young girl.
Can
Good.
or can?
She can't.
She can.
Because
All
in the
are negative.
yeah, because of the context, because the real sentence says she's too young to go to school. So it has like this negative connotation that she can't go to school because she's too young. So can't. Good. Right. Actually, that's a good question, guys. I mean, like, because of this exercise, we're using negative, but in some cases, you can make it positive, depending on the context. You have to pay attention to the context.
Sorry, can you repeat the second?
Sorry, what?
Can you repeat the second sentence?
With such. She is such a young girl that she can't go to school.
Okay. Thank you.
Such a young girl. You're welcome. Okay, Natalie, you can read number 6.
This town is too small to have a fire department.
Stephanie?
This town is so small to have a. This town is so small that it can have a fire department.
Okay.
And this town, okay, this is such a small town that it can have a fire department.
Exactly. Good. Okay, now Stephanie, you can read number 7.
This coat is too long for me to wear. Coat. This coat too long for me to wear.
Okay. So Jose, so that.
This coat is so long that I can't wear it.
I can't wear it.
Wear it.
I can't wear it.
I can't wear it. And such that.
This coat is such a long one that I can't wear it.
Wear it. Okay, good. Now, guys, all of you repeat after me. Where?
Where?
Where? Okay, good. All right, now, Jose, you can do number 8.
My suitcase is too heavy to carry.
Millie, with the answer. So that.
My suitcase is so heavy to carry.
Okay, my suitcase is so heavy
That I can't carry.
that I can't carry it.
That I can't carry it.
Okay, and such that?
My suitcase is such heavy one that I can carry.
Nice. Good. Okay, meaning number 9, you read.
This hill is too steep
Steep.
for us to climb.
Veronica with the answer. So that?
This hill is so steep for us that we can climb it.
Well, in this case, it is not necessary because you're saying we can't. So, one more time. So, this hill is so...
This hill is so steep that we can't climb it.
Climb it. And such that?
And this is this is such a steep hill that we can climb it.
And also, guys, remember that in the action climb, the B is silent. You don't pronounce the B. So, climb it.
Climb it.
Climb it. Good. Okay, now, Veronica, number 10.
It is too stormy for planes to fly.
Leonida?
Okay. It is so stormy that we can't fly, or we can make plans to fly.
Okay.
I don't know.
We can't take a plane, maybe?
Okay. That we can't take a plane. The last one is it is such a storm.
Can we help? That's such
To fly it. Or
It's because we're talking about storm, but I mean, like, that's related to what?
Weather.
Weather, exactly. Such a stormy weather.
Okay.
One more time.
It is such a stormy weather that we can take a plane.
Exactly. And Oneida, you read the last one.
Okay. This lake is too wide for Fred to swim across.
Okay, Robert, with the answer.
This lake is so wide that Fred can't swing across.
Fred can swim across it.
Across
it.
it. Across it. Sorry. And the other one, this lake is such a wide that Fred...
Such a wide
lake.
one, but
Such a wide one that Fred can't swim across it.
exactly.
Teacher,
I mean,
we always have to use can't, or we can choose other word. I mean, for example, in number 7, can I say this code is so long that I need a new one?
yeah, correct. Yeah, as I told you guys, depending on the context, this word is going to be different, or you might have a different auxiliary, or you might have the part in positive or negative, right? So again, it depends on the idea. Because of this exercise, all the answers are similar, because I mean that's like the structure. But as you said, Robert, we can use different sentences. I mean auxiliaries, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, before we practice in pairs, do you have any questions?
Yes, teacher, I have a question in number 6. It's like this town is so small that it doesn't have a fire department. I don't know. That it can have.
That's a good observation. Both, in this case, both are correct. That it can't have a fire department, meaning that maybe they're planning on build a fire department, or you can say doesn't, meaning that at the moment they don't have a fire department. So you can say can't or doesn't. Both are correct.
Thank you.
Mhm. Anything else?
Teacher, and
Yep. Okay.
number 7, that is, I think it's different grammar, but we can say this code is so long, but I can use it with but I can use it.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, but that's a different. Yeah, as you said, it's different grammar.
but okay.
But it is correct. Using but. Okay, good. All right, let's practice in pairs. Let me just make the groups. Wait, let's see. One second, guys. Okay, let's go.
Hello.
Hello, girls.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Okay.
Fine, and you, Steph?
I'm fine, thanks for asking, girls.
Okay.
Okay, this
Maybe one can read and the other ones can do one and one, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, this book is too difficult for the new students to read.
Okay, you start.
Okay. This book is so difficult that the students can't read it. And another one, this book is such a difficult one that the students can't read it.
Reading.
Sorry?
Can read it or read it?
I can't read it. Like read more IT.
Okay, read it, yes.
Okay.
Okay. The professor is so busy to leave his office.
Okay. The professor is so busy that he can't leave his office, and he is such a busy professor that he can leave his office.
He's too sick to stand up.
Okay, he is so sick that he can stand up. He is such a sick man that he can stand up.
This car is so expensive for us to buy.
This car is so expensive that we can't buy it. And this is such an expensive car. No, an expensive car that we can't buy it.
She's too young to go to school.
She is so young that she can't go to school. And the last one, she is such a young girl that she can't go to school.
This town is too small to have a fire department.
This town is so small that it can have a fire department. And this is such a small town that it can have a fire department.
This coat is too long for me to wear.
And this coat is so long that I can't wear it. And the last one, this is such a long coat that I can wear it.
My suitcase is too heavy to carry.
Okay. My suitcase is so heavy that I can't carry it. And my suitcase is such a heavy one that I can't carry it.
This hill is too steep for us to climb.
This hill is so steep that we can't climb it.
The next one.
Okay. And this is such a steep hill that we can climb it.
This hill is too steep for us to climb. It's too stormy for plants to fly.
Planes.
Planes. Planes.
Okay. It is so stormy for planes to fly, and this is such stormy weather. How can I say that one? Stormy weather.
A stormy weather.
Thank you. This is such a stormy weather that planes can't fly.
This lake is too high for Fred to swim across.
Okay, this lake is so wide that Fred can't swim across it. And the last one, this lake, this is such a wide lake that Fred can't swim across it. Okay, I'm going to read. This book is too difficult for the new students to read.
Okay.
This book, I'll start because I'll start second the last time. Okay. This book is so difficult that the new students can't read. And okay, for the new students to read, that the new students can read. Okay, yeah.
I can read it.
Can read it. Thank you. Okay, I'll start again. Okay. This book is so difficult that the new students can't read it. And this is such a difficult book that the new students can't read it.
Mm-hmm. The professor is too busy to leave his office.
The professor is so busy that he can't leave his office, and the professor is such busy that he can't leave this office.
The professor is such what? Sorry?
The professor is such a busy person that he can leave his office.
He is too sick to stand up.
He is so sick that he can't stand up. And he is such a sick person that he can't stand up.
Mm-hmm. This car is too expensive for us to buy.
This car is so expensive that he can't buy it. This car is such expensive that he can't buy it.
Okay. She is too young to go to school.
She is so young that she can't go to school. And she is such a young girl that she can't go to school.
Mm-hmm. This town is too small to have a fire department.
This town is so small that he can't
eat.
What number? I lost.
6.
This
Number
town,
6.
this town is so small that he can't have a fire department. This town is such a small that he can't have
It.
that it can't yes it that it can't have a fire department.
Okay. This coat is too long for me to wear.
This coat is so long that I can't wear it. And this is such a long coat that I can't wear it.
Mhm. My suitcase is too heavy to carry.
My suitcase is so heavy that I can't carry it. My suitcase is such a heavy that I can't carry it.
A heavy what?
A heavy one that I can't carry it.
Uh-huh. This hill is too steep for us to climb.
Okay. This hill is so steep for us. Steep, is it steep?
I was going to ask the
Okay. So guys, close your books. Okay. No books.
Buenas noches, Luis. Es que
I'm going
yo había
to-
quedado ir hoy con su abuela, pero estoy recansado y todavía me toca
Guys,
dar una clase corta ahora de karate. Estoy sí bien cansado. Pues no sé si es que no tengo cómo decirle a ella, pero tal vez si mañana, temprano, en la mañana paso. Oye, de las 10 y media, porque tengo unas clases en la mañana. Y yo le veo el
Nobody,
brazo.
teacher, I think.
Pues yo ahí estaba un
Teacher,
poco
you
malito.
can mute us.
There you go.
De mucho gusto,
Okay, I
pero
mute
hoy
all of
estoy
you. Sorry.
un toque cansado, de verdad.
That
Hice
was
3
weird.
lecciones y
Okay.
estuvieron muy aceleradas. Y
So let's start checking. Okay, so let's begin with, let's see, Iris. Okay, Iris. This lake is too wide for Fred to swim across.
This lake is so wide that Fred can't swing across it. This lake is such a wide one that Fred can't swing across it.
Okay, good. Okay, Natalie. Okay, Natalie, let's see. This car is too expensive for us to buy.
This car is so expensive that we can buy it, or this car is such an expensive one that we can buy it.
Okay, Stephanie. The professor is too busy to leave his office.
Okay. The professor is so busy that he can't leave his office, and he is such a busy professor that he can't leave his office.
Okay, good. Viviana. Let's see. Okay, she is too young to go to school.
She's so young that
Viviana.
You're mute.
You're mute.
sorry. She's so young that he can't go to school.
Okay.
She's such a young that he can go to school.
She's such a young
Woman that she can
woman. Okay.
go to school.
Now, what happens here is that if we say woman, that means that she is old enough to go to school. So it is better to say girl.
There, okay.
Yeah, woman is like a little bit older. So one more time. She's
She's
such.
such a young girl that she can't go to school.
That sounds better. Good. Okay, Robert. This hill is too steep for us to climb.
This hill, teacher, can you repeat it, please?
Sure. This hill is too steep for us to climb.
this hill is so steep that we can climb it, or this hill is such a steep one that we can't climb it.
Okay. Robert, repeat after me. Can't.
Can't.
Final T there. Can't. Okay, Jose. It is. Yeah. Okay. It is too stormy for planes to fly.
Okay. You say it is too stormy for planes to fly, yes?
Correct.
Okay. It is so stormy that the planes can't fly. It is such a stormy weather that the planes can't fly.
Correct. The planes can't fly. Okay. Millie. Okay, Millie, this town is too small to have a fire department. You're on mute, Millie.
Yeah, sorry. This town is so small that we can have a fire department.
Okay.
And this town is such a small one that we can have a fire department.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Veronica, my suitcase is too heavy to carry.
My suitcase is so heavy that I can carry it. And my suitcase is such a heavy one that I can carry it.
Okay, and Oneida, he is too sick to stand up.
Okay, he is so sick that he can't stand up. And he is such a sick man that he can stand up.
Correct. Okay, good job. Okay, now, just for you to know, guys, the first application for Module 25 is about this grammar. Easy grammar. Okay, so that and such that. Now, today, we're going to practice only sentences. Okay? Tomorrow, we're going to practice more like questions and answers. Okay? So let me show you these examples. Let's see. Let's have Viviana. Okay, Viviana, you can read the first example.
The brunette stylist is too busy to take her breaks today.
So this one is a statement. It is not a question. Okay, so it is just a sentence. And with this idea, with this sentence, we're going to make two more. Okay, let's have Jose with the first one. So that.
Okay. She's so busy that she can't take any of her breaks today.
Second, sorry. All of you guys repeat after me. Breaks.
Breaks.
Okay, and Jose.
She's such a busy stylist that she can't take any of her breaks today.
Correct. Thank you. Okay, Stephanie, second sentence.
Okay. The client's nails are long enough to paint an elaborate design on them.
Okay, and let's have Natalie with the first answer.
Her nails are so long that the manicurist can paint an elaborate design on them. Hers are such long nails that the manicurist can paint an elaborate design on them.
Okay, now in this case, for example, in the second, actually in the two sentences, we have can in positive, you see? Again, depending on the context. So her nails are so long that the manicurist can paint an elaborate design on them. So yeah, it depends on the context, okay? As I told you guys, we're not going to practice questions and answers today, only sentences. So in pairs, I need you guys to take a screenshot of this. Okay, let me know, guys, when you have the screenshot.
Read it.
Ready. Okay. Now, before you practice in pairs, let's have Veronica. Okay, Veronica, you can read the first sentence.
The beauty salon is large enough to serve several clients.
Okay, thank you. Robert, second sentence.
The man's beard.
Beard.
The man's beard is too short. I can see. Okay. The man's beard is too short to use the electric razor.
Razor. And let's have Millie.
The barber's pole is big enough to be seen from the corner.
Okay, so these are the three situations. So first sentence we're going to use, or we're going to say one with so that, and another sentence using such that. Okay? Now, before you practice in pairs, do you have any questions, guys?
Teacher, can you show the last picture?
Sure. Yeah, 1 second.
Thank you. Thank you. And I have a question. What is a brunette stylist?
Brunette is like the color of the skin.
Okay.
Brown hair.
Exactly,
Okay,
like
okay.
the one in the foreground, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Exactly. There you go. So yeah, basically that what you have here is what you have to do with these sentences. Okay, 2 sentences. So that and such.
Mami,
that,
yo tengo la
What you
cámara
can do, guys,
encendida
sorry, maybe you can
para que no
type in
pase detrás mío.
type the answers in a piece of paper, or you can write some keywords just in case. Okay, so let's do it. Let's practice.
Hello, hello. Okay, let me see the pictures. The beauty salon is large enough to serve several clients. It's only read the sentence.
Okay. We have to create a sentence with such as, and that, and so, and that.
With okay, with the 3 sentence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start, Steph, or I try?
Yes, I can start. Let me see the picture. Okay, I have it in here. Okay, the beauty salon is so large. Oh, God. Okay. So large.
Okay.
That it can. Wait, I'm thinking a little bit about this because with enough.
To serve several clients.
Mami, cierre la puerta.
I don't know how to use enough in that one, but I think I have an idea. Well, I'll try to say it.
Okay, go ahead.
The beauty salon is so large that it can serve several clients at once. But I don't know if we should like do it.
What did you say at the end?
That it can serve several clients at once.
At once.
But I don't know if we should do it in negative.
Okay. I think that it depends of the context of the sentence, but at once means like una vez, ¿verdad? O...
De todos a una misma vez.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's correct.
Oh, well, let's do it like that. Then I'll ask the teacher. Okay. Well, and now with one with such. Okay. Such. Okay. The beauty salon. No. This is such a large beauty salon that it has enough space to serve several clients at once. I don't know.
It sounds good.
I think it sounds good, but I don't know about the grammatic.
The grammar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vivi, if you want, you can read the second one. So on it,
Let me see. Okay, the second. Okay, the man's bird is so short that he can't use the electric razor. The man's bird is such a short man that he can't use the electric razor. I don't know.
What did you say? The man's bird is such?
The first,
I
the
couldn't
second
hear you.
the man's bird is too short, man, that he can't use the electric razor. This is the second.
Okay, I'm going to read the last one. So, the barber's pole is big enough to be seen from the corner. Okay, the barber's pole is so big that it can be seen from the corner. I don't know.
From the corner.
And the last one, the barber's pole is such a big one that it can be seen from the corner. I'm not sure.
okay. I'm sorry, my dad just called me to see something, so I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Okay. Someone, if you want, you can start Vivi to change the rule.
The beauty salon is so large that he can serve several clients. And the second, the beauty salon is such large that he can serve several clients.
Is such a large what?
Is such a large one that he can serve several clients.
Okay.
Now I'll have to read the second one, or do I have to do it? Right? Or
yeah, if you want, you can do it number 2. Okay, but I did number 3, right?
Oh yes, so you better number 2. And okay, the mass. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry, don't.
Okay. The mass bird is too short to use the electric razor. I think it's like that.
Okay. The man's bird or bird?
I think beard or bird. I don't know, beard.
Bird. Like pájaro.
Like I think it's like barba.
But the pronunciation is like
bird or bird. I think it's bird.
Bird.
The number corner. Okay, the number 3 is the barber's pole is so big that he can't be seen from the corner.
Okay. I thought that it can be seen, but I'm not sure. Okay. I will do it now. Okay, we have to go back.
Bye.
Hey guys, let's see. I would like to have some people. Let's see. Let's have. Okay, Oneida, you read the first sentence and give me the options. So that and such that.
Okay. The beauty salon is large enough to serve several clients. Number one, the beauty salon is so large that it can serves several clients.
That it can?
Serves. No.
Help?
Serve.
Serve. Okay, you're saying can.
Sorry, teacher.
Can serve.
It can serve. Ah, okay. That it can serve several clients. The beauty salon is such a large one that it can serve several clients.
Okay. Okay, now let's have Robert. Okay, number 2.
Okay, the man's beard is too short to use the electric razor.
Razor.
Razor. Okay. The beard of the man is so short. Okay, the man's beard. If I said the beard of the man is bad.
That sounds too long and complicated.
Okay, but it's not bad.
No, I mean it is not bad, but that doesn't sound good.
Okay. The man's beard is so short that he can't use the electric razor, and the man's beard is such a short one that he can't use the electric razor.
Correct. Good. And let's have one more. Let's have Veronica. Okay, Veronica, you can do last one.
The barber's pole is big enough to be seen from the corner. And the barber's pole is so big that it can be seen from the corner. And this is such a big barber pole that it can be seen from the corner.
Exactly. Really good. Okay, now guys, we're going to do one more, another practice. This is the last one. So practice number 2. And for this one, I would like to have Stephanie. You can read the first sentence.
Okay. The brunette stylist is experienced enough to cut any type of hair.
Okay, thank you. Viviana, you can read the second one.
The white cape is long enough to protect the man's clothes well.
Okay, and see here. Millie, you can read the last one. You are on mute.
Sorry. The chairs are comfortable enough to sit for hours.
Correct. Okay, now before you practice again in pairs, do you have any questions about these sentences? No. Okay, good. So you can take a screenshot and let's go. Okay, let's practice. 1 second. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Okay. Stephanie, you didn't do what you promised. You lied.
Because I thought today was Friday.
All right. So let's wait till tomorrow. Okay.
But tomorrow I'll do it. I promise. It's a promise.
All right. So there you go. So we have Viviana and Oneida as witnesses. Okay.
Yes.
They're witnesses right now. So Viviana and Oneida, tomorrow, remember, Stephanie's going to use her camera for the first time. Okay. So let's start with Viviana. Okay, you can do the first one.
Okay, the brunette stylist is experienced enough to cut any type of chair.
1 second, sorry. Viviana, Stephanie, and Oneida, repeat after me. Cut.
Cut.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that.
Okay. The brunette stylist is so experienced that it can't cut any type of chair.
1 second. Now, in the second part, you have to say she, right? Because it is the brunette stylist.
It's she.
She. So the brunette stylist is so experienced that
she can't cut any type of chair.
Of?
Chair. Hair.
Of hair, exactly. Of chair. Hair.
Yes.
Okay, and such that?
The brunette stylist is such a experience that she can't
experience
one.
Okay. Such an experienced one.
Such an experienced one that she can cut any type of hair.
Of hair. Good. Okay, now let's have Stephanie.
The white cape. Okay, the white cape is long enough to protect the man's clothes well. And
excuse me, sorry. Jose said in the WhatsApp group that his internet went out.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worry. The white cape is so long that it can protect the man's clothes very well. Or just well.
You said very well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, no, it is not bad, but it is not necessary because you're saying so, or I mean, like, it is just like double emphasis.
Okay.
I would say without very at the end.
Okay. So I repeat it again, or?
Let's do it one more time.
Okay. The white cape is so long that it can protect the man's clothes well. And the white cape is such a long one that it can protect the man's clothes well.
Correct. Okay, and Oneida, you can do the last one.
The shirts are comfortable enough to sit for hours. The shirts are so comfortable that you can sit for hours.
Okay.
The chairs are such comfortable ones that you can sit for hours.
Exactly. Now, if you don't want to say you, maybe you can say that customers can sit for hours, or clients can sit for hours.
Okay. It's better. Okay. Thank you.
Because it is like related to the beauty salon. Okay, good. So, do you have any questions before we go back?
No,
Teacher, I have a question, but it's about the vocabulary in the book. Nail clipper is the same that toenail clipper.
That's a good question. I don't know if there's a difference. I guess like the toenail like clipper is like for feet.
Okay.
Teacher.
I imagine like a big one.
And the other one is just like for hands. I guess it's like bigger or stronger or heavier, I guess.
Teacher, I have a question.
But for me, it's the same. Yes.
About the same page of the vocabulary. Is razor and safety razor, because in the traductor say the same word.
Okay, let's see. Like razor or safety razor is basically like a disposable razor. Okay, so for example, you use it like several times and then you throw it away. You don't use it anymore. So that's a razor, or I think in the book says like safety razor, something like that. It is just like a disposable razor.
Okay. Safety razor is the machine.
Like como la maquinilla. Desechable puede ser.
Y la otra razor es la que.
I mean, both. No, both are the same.
That's
You can say safety razor or just razor. I mean, like.
Okay, eraser.
Both are.
Okay, eraser blades.
It is the metal part, like the blade.
Okay.
Some people like they buy blades and they change them, right? Or they only use the blade without the razor.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. Let's go back. All right. So I would like to start with Millie. Okay, Millie. Again, you read the first sentence and give me the two options.
The brunette stylist is experienced enough to cut any type of hair. So the brunette stylist is so experienced that she can cut any type of hair. And the brunette stylist is such an experienced one that she can cut any type of hair.
Okay, good. Okay, now let's have Viviana, number 2.
Number 2. Okay, the white cape is so long that he can't protect the man's clothes well. And the white cape is such long, is such a long one that he can protect the man's clothes well.
Sorry, you said that he or that it? That it can protect the man's clothes well. It's really good. Okay, and let's finish with Stephanie. You can do the last one.
Okay. The chairs are comfortable enough to sit for hours. The chairs are so comfortable that you can sit in there for hours.
Sit?
Sit on them for hours. And the chairs are such a comfortable ones.
Sorry, are such?
A comfortable ones.
But you have exactly, without because it is plural.
Okay. The chairs are such comfortable ones that you can sit on them for hours.
There you go. Very good. Okay, so guys, what do you think about this exercise? 1 or 2?
2.
2. Are you sure?
No.
Just kidding. Yes,
Sure. In the last one, can we use those? Those are such comfortable chairs.
Exactly. If you don't want to start the sentence by saying the chairs, you can say those are such comfortable chairs, right? Yeah, really good. You can say those. Awesome, really good. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to take some minutes to practice the application. As you can see, it's not like a big deal. It is something easy, right? It is just asking whatever you want and then using the grammar in the answer, okay? Now, really quick, I need you to go back again to your grammar books and we're going to go straight to exercise 5, okay? So lesson 25, exercise number 5. Okay, before we do exercise 5, I need you guys to pay attention to here. So we're going to practice tag questions. Okay, tag questions. So let's see, let's have, Jose's not here. Valeria, what happened with Valeria? She's lost. Okay, so Stephanie, you can read the first one.
He has a new car, doesn't he?
Okay, Natalie, she.
She has a new car, doesn't she?
Doesn't she? Okay, Diana, it.
It has a new car, doesn't it?
Good. Okay, Robert, they.
They have a new car. Don't they?
Don't they? Oneida, we.
We have a new car, don't we?
Okay, and Veronica, you.
We have a new car.
You.
I have, or you have.
You have.
You have a new car, don't you?
Don't you? Good. Okay, and we can do the opposite. If the sentence is negative, then the last part is going to be positive. Okay, so positive, negative, negative, positive. So let's do this one here. Okay, Millie, he.
He doesn't have a new car, does he?
Stephanie, she.
She doesn't have a new car, does she?
Natalie, it.
It doesn't have a new car. Does it?
That's it. Viviana, they.
They don't have a new car. Do they?
Do they? Okay, Robert, we.
We don't have a new car. Do we?
Do we? Okay, and Oneida, you can do you.
You don't have a new car, do you?
Okay, so, sorry. Guys, do you have any questions?
Sure.
Tell me.
That is like, él no tiene un carro nuevo, lo tiene. Es algo como así.
No, it is like, instead of saying right. it is just a different way to say right. So he has a new car, right? Or he doesn't have a new car, right? So if you don't want to say right, then you can say that question. Actually, like, I would say like Americans, they use more right at the end. And in Europe, like in England and like British English, they use more these like tag questions. However, some native like American speakers that they use also like tag questions, but right is like the most common one. Okay, it is the same idea. Okay, so
Teacher,
tell me.
I have like a meeting with Intensa,
Sure.
so I have to go, and I'll be back with you when I finish the meeting. It's about some, I don't know, about some programs, and I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you're going to be back later, I guess.
Yes, in here it says that it starts at 7:45, but it doesn't say the hour which it ends.
Don't worry. Okay, just take your time. That's fine.
Okay, well, see you then.
Yeah. Take care. Okay, and you guys, I need you to go back to exercise 5. Okay. So let's see. Let me just make it smaller. Okay. Now let's start with Robert. Okay, Robert. Mr. Smith is from California. Read a sentence.
Okay, Mr. Smith is from California, isn't he?
Okay, now Robert, you read the second one.
George wasn't in class yesterday.
Viviana.
Teacher, the number 5 or 4?
Number 5. Exercise 5.
We didn't 4.
Yes.
Don't worry.
We didn't 4 already.
Don't worry about 4, guys. We're going to skip it. Just yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay. The second, teacher.
Number 2, the answer.
George George wasn't in class yesterday. George wasn't in class yesterday, was he?
Was he? Okay, repeat after me. Was he? One more time. George?
George wasn't in class yesterday, was he?
Okay, it is like the same intonation when you say right. George wasn't in class yesterday, right? So George wasn't in class yesterday, was he?
Was he?
Exactly, because you're asking like a question. Okay, now let's have Viviana. You read the third sentence.
Mr. Smith drives to work.
Okay, so Natalie with the answer.
Okay, Mr. Smith drives to work, doesn't he?
Correct. Okay, now Natalie, you read number 1.
John can drive a car.
Oneida, answer.
Okay. John can drive a car, doesn't he?
No, okay. Now here, guys, we have to pay attention to the auxiliary. So,
Can he?
Can he?
and he. Okay, so Neida, one more time.
Okay. John can drive a car, can't he?
Right. Okay, now Neida, number 2.
Mary speaks Spanish.
All right, so Veronica with the answer.
Mary speaks Spanish, doesn't she?
Isn't she? Correct, really good. Okay, now Veronica, continue.
John lived in New York last year.
Millie with the answer.
John lived in New York last year, doesn't he?
Didn't.
Yeah, didn't he?
Didn't he? Okay, so Millie, one more time.
John lived in New York last year, didn't he?
Correct. Okay, Millie, continue.
Mrs. Smith flew to California last week.
Okay, Robert, answer.
Mr. Smith flew to California last. Okay. Mrs. Smith flew to California last week, right?
Right. Come on.
Your teacher. It's easier to say, right? Teacher. No, teacher,
That's a bad joke. That's a bad
I
joke.
was joking, teacher, sorry. Okay, Mrs. Smith flew to California last week. Didn't she?
Nice. Okay, so you're going to do that in the evaluation. Okay, Robert, so Bob lost his watch, right?
Okay, Bob lost his watch.
Really good. Okay. So Viviana?
Bob lost his watch, doesn't he? Didn't he? Didn't he?
One more time, Viviana.
Bob lost his watch, didn't he?
Correct. Okay, Viviana, continue.
Dr. Jones has a lot of patients.
Patience. Okay, one more time, repeat the sentence.
Dr. Jones has a lot of patients.
Okay, Natalie?
Dr. Jones has a lot of patients, doesn't he?
Now, in this case, since we have doctor, we have 2 options. So you can say, doesn't she, or doesn't he? It depends. You don't know who the doctor is. Okay, now let's continue with Natalie, number 7.
Mr. Smith doesn't like bear.
Here. That's a weird person. Okay, Neida.
Okay, Mr. Smith doesn't like beer, does she? Does she?
That's she. Okay, Oneida, continue.
Sorry, why he?
Does he?
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't pay attention to this. Okay, thank you. There you go. Does he? Thank you.
Okay. Mary was at the party last night.
Veronica?
Mary was at the party last night, wasn't she?
Is she? Okay. Veronica, continue.
There's a party tonight.
Billy?
There is a party tonight.
There isn't.
Isn't it?
Isn't what?
It.
Now, this one is a tricky one. When you have a sentence with there, you're going to keep it. So, isn't there?
Isn't there?
Okay, one more time, repeat the sentence.
There is a party tonight. Isn't there?
Isn't there?
Like a little question, teacher.
Exactly. Correct. Okay, now let's have Miri, number 10.
John won't forget to come.
Robert?
Okay, John won't forget to come. Will he?
Will he? Okay, Robert, read the next one.
We aren't going to stay very late.
Viviana?
Are we? Are they?
Are we? Repeat the. Are we? I'll repeat the sentence.
Okay, we aren't going to say we're very late, are we?
Right. Okay, and Viviana, you read the last one.
We should use English in class.
Natalie?
Mami, no grites,
Should
estoy en
use
clases.
English in class? Should we?
Should or shouldn't?
Shouldn't we? Yes.
Shouldn't we? Shouldn't we? Okay. And I'm going to put here a bonus one because it is not in the book, but I'm gonna, just for you to know. Let's see. Let's say, okay, let's see. What happens if you have this sentence? I'm running late to class. How would you use the tag question?
I'm running late to the class. Might not.
I'm running.
Viviana?
Aren't you? Aren't I?
Aren't I?
Okay, aren't I?
And I know, guys, this sounds weird because, I mean, you can say I are because that's a mistake, but when you have a sentence with am, I am, and you want to use a tag question, you have to say this, aren't I? So it is like an exception, okay? So you cannot say, for example, am I not, or something like that, because that's a mistake. So aren't I? So, okay, just for you to know. I think that's not in the book, but just for you to have it there, okay? Guys, do you have any questions?
Teacher, give me a second to write that sentence.
By the way, guys, you're going to see this more in module 20, like 27, 28, more or less. We're going to have another practice about this. So, ready?
Ready.
Okay, so let's practice in pairs. Stephanie, hi, welcome back.
Hi, I got late to the meeting. It was just finishing, so.
Oh, okay, all right. So I'm so sorry, Stephanie. So you can take a screenshot of this before we go.
Just 1 second. Okay, I got it.
Okay, so let's practice.
Okay, Bibi.
Okay.
Okay, I read for you. Okay, John can drive a car.
Okay, John can't drive a car. Can he?
Mary speaks Spanish.
Doesn't she? Mary speaks Spanish, doesn't she?
John lived in New York last year.
John lived in New York last year, didn't he? Lived.
Mrs. Smith flew to California last week.
Mr. Smith?
Mrs.
Okay, Mrs. Smith flew to California last week, didn't she?
Bob lost his watch.
Bob lost his watch. Didn't he?
Did sorry. Didn't he? Yeah, you're right. Dr. Jones has a lot of patients.
Dr. Jones have a lot of patients. Doesn't he?
Mr. Smith doesn't like beer.
Mr. Smith doesn't like a beer, does he?
Mary was at the party last night.
Mary was at the party last night. wasn't she?
There's a party tonight.
There's a party tonight. Isn't there?
Isn't there?
Okay.
John won't forget to come.
John won't forget to come, will he?
We aren't going to stay very late.
We are going to stay very late, aren't we?
No. Okay.
No, one more time. We aren't going to stay very late. So we aren't.
Okay, we aren't going to stay very late, are we?
Nice.
We should use English in class.
We should use English in class. Usn't we?
Shouldn't we? One more time. We should use.
We should use English in class. Shouldn't we?
Good.
Okay, switch. John can drive a car.
John can drive a car, can't he?
Mary speaks Spanish.
Mary speaks Spanish, doesn't she?
John lived in New York last year.
John lived in New York last year. Did he?
Didn't.
No, didn't he? Okay.
Mrs. Smith flew to California last week.
Mrs. Smith flew to California last week. Didn't she?
Bob lost his watch.
Bob lost his watch. Didn't he?
Dr. Jones has a lot of patients.
Dr. Jones has a lot of patience, doesn't he?
Mr. Smith doesn't like beer.
Mr. Smith doesn't like beer, does he?
Mary was at the party last night. Mary
was at the party last night. Okay, Mary was at the party last night, wasn't she?
There's a party tonight.
Okay, there's a party tonight. Isn't there?
John won't forget to come.
John won't forget to come, will he?
We aren't going to stay very late.
We aren't going to stay very late, are we?
We should use English in class.
We should use English in class, shouldn't we?
Okay, very good. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So guys, let's do something. Let's check this and then we go to break. Okay. So let's finish with the exercise. So let's start with Robert. Okay, Robert. John lived in New York last year. Robert, are you there?
Sorry, teacher, I was talking in mute. Okay. John lived in New York last week. Didn't he?
Didn't he? Okay, that's fine. Okay, Viviana. Mary speaks Spanish.
Mary speak Spanish. Mary speaks Spanish, doesn't she?
Natalie, Dr. Jones has a lot of patience.
Dr. Jones has a lot of patience, doesn't he?
Okay, good. Stephanie, John can drive a car.
John can drive a car. Can he?
Can't, right? Can't he?
Yeah, can't he?
Good. Okay, Oneida. Bob lost his watch.
Bob lost his watch. Did he? Didn't he?
Didn't he? Okay, Veronica. We should use English in class.
We should use English in class, shouldn't we?
Okay, and Millie, John won't forget to come.
John won't forget to come, will he?
Correct. Good job, guys. So let's go to break. Okay, let's do it.
Mami, que no puede venir Álvaro porque está muy ocupado y que está demasiado cansado porque hoy tuvo muchas sesiones, que viene mañana. Mami. Mami. ¿A usted? Que Álvaro viene mañana, que está muy cansado. Que Álvaro viene mañana, que hoy está muy cansado. Que hoy tuvo que trabajar demasiado, le llegó mucha gente. Mami. Yo no soy doctora, no tengo la interpretación de un expediente, pero a lo que yo leí y entendí, a Walter le pusieron como una bolsita para los ojos. No, que ya no decía venía enfermo con diarrea y se le mandaron solo de la y otra pastilla nada más, pero incluye esa pastilla de 11 puntos. ¿Vos cuántos también? Ay, mami, mami, Walter, Walter. Walter, nadie, mami, es que no hay negligencia. Negligencia, negligencia. ¿No? Nada de repetir. Sí, Walter tenía, mami, el primer día que él fue, ese día tenían que haberlo tenido. Walter, ese día que él fue, mami, ese era el día específico que se tenía que hacer, el día del sábado, ese mismo día. Pero dice que no, el de Walter no, el pegó mal. Dañado hasta un golpe sería que... No, el golpe no se sabe qué. No, es un hematoma, no se sabe si es algo acabado, no se sabe, no se puede hematoma, como en la parte baja de la barba. No, normal. No, eso puede tener un parado. No, habla de hematoma, eso es como un morado, un hematoma. Sí, seguramente, pero ahí dice que para evitar los hematomas, tienen que mover. Moretón, no me toma moretón. Sí, un moretón, mami, un moretón, no me toma moretón. Léalo, no lo escuche, léalo. Dice que es moretón. No, un moretón no. Dice mancha de la piel de color azul. Sí, mami, un moretón amontonado que se produce por acumulación de sangre. No sangre, mami. Sí, no, bueno, mami, de un golpe. Sí, un moretón, un moretón, un moretón. Eso, no sabe. ¿Un hematoma es un moretón? Se produce de un golpe fuerte. Sí, mami, ya, no sabe. Picadura o otros casos. No sabe que es un moretón, un golpe que le queda un morado. Sí, un moretón. Sí, entonces, ¿qué es eso? Que le pasa. Es una hematoma que mami, que lo ponen boca abajo, en un lado se les hace una toma para evitar que no se les haga morado, porque están en la misma posición, se tienen que mover. Ahí lo dejan mucho rato, se les hace como morado aquí en todos los dedos. Así es fácil. Sí, así es fácil, porque ya no se puede hacer nada.
Okay. Guys, let's continue. Let's see. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about the beauty salon, and we chose one person from the picture. So I need you guys to practice. I need you to practice this one more time in pairs. So you may take a screenshot of this and let me know when you're ready. Ready, guys?
Yes, ready.
Yes. Okay, so let's practice right now. Let's go.
It was sunny.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Ay,
Do you like
¿pueden
the
compartirme
letter?
la foto, porfa? Pues ahí en pantallita, es que de ahí.
No Spanish, no Spanish.
Can you share?
Only
Okay,
English.
can you share me the picture, please? Because I
Yeah,
was
for sure,
very
for sure, we
busy.
can.
Okay.
We can. Give me a second.
Okay, only a second. You load a second.
You have to invite us. You have to invite us.
What are you eating?
Money.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Minutes.
Peanuts. Oh.
I send a picture to the group. Baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
We have to.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I wasn't mute. Guys, by the way, you're going to be on mute. I don't know why. I think I pressed something like an option, so you're like automatically on mute. So let me see if I can change that. Okay, there you go. Wait. Okay, good. All right, so Natalie, question 1.
What is the name of the woman getting a manicure?
Billy?
It's Bella Thompson.
Okay, Oneida?
Is she married?
Sorry, one second. Stephanie?
as her housemate. She's a widow. Her husband passed away 5 years ago.
Okay, Robert.
Did she, bless you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Did she and her late husband have any children?
Viviana.
Yes, a son and a daughter. They are teenagers now.
Viviana, you can ask also the next one.
Okay. Has it been hard for her raising her children by herself?
Veronica.
It has been difficult at times, but she had support from friends and family.
Okay. See, Millie, question.
Is she a regular client at this beauty salon?
Oneida?
Yes, she makes an appointment at least once a month.
All right. Good. And right now we're going to do the second part. Okay. So I would like to start with Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie, question 6. Who book owner?
Okay. Who is the person in charge of booking the appointments? Is it the owner?
Okay, that was close. Okay, Natalie, no, assistant, among other things, not picture.
No, the assistant, I don't know. Does, among other things, but I don't know, no picture.
But
she can take pictures. I don't know.
Okay, this is a man, so he's not in the picture. Okay. Okay, Viviana, number 7. What other talking about? I think this one is about this part, like other.
What other things are they talking about?
Pretty good. Okay, Miggy. Chores, no meat eye, but essential. Sweep hair, wash towels, robes.
My teacher. What then are we talking about?
¿Cómo?
I have no idea, teacher.
No idea. Okay. Fine. Okay, now let's continue with, let's see, Robert. Okay, Robert, number 8. Charge, sell products to.
Okay. Teacher, charge is a man.
What?
Charge is a man.
No, it is an action, like being in charge of doing, like being in charge. You know what in charge means? Like.
I know. I don't.
Estar a cargo.
Okay. Okay. The person in charge can sell products too.
Let's see. Okay, and let's have Oneida with the answer. Yes. Also restock shelves, organize workstations.
Yes, he is. I know, teacher.
He has to restart.
So also he?
Also he restock the shelves and organize the workstations.
Restocks. Okay. Okay, Stephanie, question 9. Being assistant full-time, no?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, guys, this is like the grammar we practice, I think.
Okay. Is being an assistant a full-time hard? Isn't it? I don't know.
No. Okay, and let's have Veronica with the answer. Okay, Veronica, no doubt, makes jobs easier.
Not doubt, he makes everyone's jobs easier.
Let's see. Exactly. That was really good. Okay, now let's check it one more time. Let's begin with Mili. Okay, question 6.
Who books appointments at the salon? The owner.
The owner. Sorry. Okay, Oneida.
Now her assistant does, among other things, is not in the picture.
Okay, Stephanie.
What other responsibilities are we talking about?
Okay, Natalie.
There are many chores that don't immediately meet the I, but are...
Sorry. There are many chores that done immediately
meet the eye.
Meet the eye.
Meet the eye, but are essential, like sweeping her off the floor and washing used towels and robes. What does robes mean, teacher?
Robes in this case are like, for example, like the clothes that they wear to protect, like the. Let's see. How can you explain that? Is there a picture of the? Okay. So this is like a robe.
Okay.
So it's just like to protect the clothes. It's like a protection. Okay. And towels, right? Those are like the ones like people wear in their hair when the hair is like wet.
What is the meaning of meet the eye?
Meet the eye, like things that you don't see. Sorry, where is it? This one here. Okay, there are many chores that don't immediately meet the eye. So, for example, it's like there are many chores that people don't see, or like people don't like pay attention to, like cleaning the hair salon, right? Like keeping all the equipment clean. So those are things that don't meet the eye. People don't see. Okay, now let's continue with Viviana. Okay, Viviana, you can do number 8.
Is the assistant in charge of selling hair and skin care products too?
Okay, all of you guys repeat after me. Skincare. Skincare. Okay, Robert. Yes.
Yes, he also restocks. Yes, he also restocks products, product shelves, and organizes the different workstations in the salon.
In the salon. Good. Let's see. Let's have Oneida, question 9.
Being the assistant is a full-time job, isn't it?
Assistant. Being the assistant.
Being the assistant is a full-time job, isn't it?
Mili?
Without a doubt, it makes the hairdresser and manicurist jobs so much easier.
Correct. Good. And also, just for you to know, guys, the pronunciation of this word is doubt. So again, you don't pronounce the B. It is silent.
Doubt.
Doubt. Without a doubt. Okay. So guys, do you have any questions?
Not at the moment.
No. Okay, good. And you can also take a screenshot of the second part. Wait, second. Okay.
Correct.
Teacher, can you put the first?
Yeah, please.
Oh, sorry guys, I made a mistake. 1 second. Wait. It's because here, sorry, I was supposed to put the pronunciation, but I put the same word. So the pronunciation was like this. Ropes.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. My brain just like copied the word and didn't. I didn't think of the pronunciation. Sorry. Ready. Okay, so let's practice in pairs. Okay, let's go. Sorry, do you have the second one already?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Hi. I ask.
Okay.
Who books appointments at the salon? The owner. Owner.
Go ahead, baby.
The owner.
Okay.
No, her assistant does amongst other things. He's not in the picture.
Okay. What other responsibilities are we talking about?
There are many chores that don't immediately meet the eye, but are essentially.
Sorry, the eye.
Yeah, okay. There are many chores that don't immediately meet the eye, but are essential,
Uh-huh.
essential like sweeping hair of the floor and washing used towels and robes.
Mhm. Is the assistant in charge of selling hair and skincare products too?
Yes, he also restocks product shelf and organizes the different workstation in the salon.
Mhm.
El 21 mañana.
Being the assistant is a full-time job, isn't it?
Without a doubt.
Let me see. Doubt.
Doubt. Okay, thank you. Without a doubt, he makes the hairdresser and manicurist jobs so much easier.
Mhm.
So I'm going to ask him this time.
Okay.
Okay. Who books appointments at the salon? The owner.
No, her assistant does among other things. He's not in the picture.
What other responsibilities are we talking about?
There are many chores that...
Yeah, we have to come back. That was so fast.
I would like to have see Viviana. Okay, Viviana, you can ask question number 6.
Who books appointment at the salon? The owner.
Pay attention to the intonation. Who books appointments at the salon?
The owner.
The owner? It's like the second part.
The owner.
One more time, repeat it.
Who books appointments at the salon? The owners? The owner.
The owner? Robert?
No, her assistant does among other things. He is not in the picture.
Okay, let's have Millie.
What other responsibilities are we talking about?
Veronica?
There are many chores that don't immediately meet the eye, but are essential, like sweeping hair off the floor and washing used towels and robes.
Okay, Veronica.
Is the assistant in charge of selling hair and skincare products too?
Oneida?
Yes, he also restocks product shelves and organizes the different workstations in the salon.
Let's have here Natalie.
Being the assistant is a full-time job, isn't it?
Stephanie, you finished.
Okay. Without a doubt, he makes the hairdresser and manicurist's job so much easier.
Okay, good job. Very good. Okay, now let's go to dialogues and readings. Okay.
Teacher, I have a question. Sorry. In the last question, we can say be the assistant, or is it incorrect?
It is incorrect. It is like when you start a sentence with ing, it is like a general statement.
Okay.
I don't know. For example, like waking up early in the morning. It is a good habit, for example. Okay, so if you start a sentence with ing, like waking up, right, it means it is like a general idea that it is like a recommendation or something that people know.
Okay.
And most of the times, a sentence like this, it's in present. You see, it's always like in present. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
This is something I never do. Okay, so I should do this, but it's difficult. Okay, so now let's go to dialogues and readings and look for page 87. So on page 87, guys, you're going to see a presentation about Mr. Grump and Mr. Bolt. So it is about these two elderly men. They're always like fighting. So let's see. We need 3 people for this one. So maybe.
And the page about the domestic violence.
We're going to continue that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, because of time. Because we still need to practice for the retest, but we're going to practice for the retest after this. Okay. Okay. So I would like to have Robert. Okay, you're going to be Mr. Grump. And let me see who looks grumpy in this group. It's because I don't see your faces. That's the problem. Because maybe the only face I see right now is Viviana's face. So Viviana, you don't look grumpy. You look like a nice person, but you're going to be Mr. Bolt. Okay. So, so Robert, you start.
Teacher, what does grump mean?
Grump. A grumpy person, or like a grump is a person that has a bad humor all the time, like in a bad mood.
You think that I am like this, teacher?
Probably. I don't know you, but I guess. No, just kidding.
No. Maybe. Okay. Start again. Start now.
You start from here.
Okay. I remember.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, which page?
In 87.
Oh, thank you.
87. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Robert.
Okay. I remember the summer of 1983. It rained from May to September.
Oh, sorry. 1 second, guys. And here, you have to also read this. It's like a.
Okay.
Introduction.
Okay. One day, Mr. Grump and Mrs. and Mr. Blanc were talking on a bus.
Mr. Bolt.
Mr. Bolt. Okay. Mr. Bolt. We're talking on a bus. Okay. I remember the summer of 1983. It rained from May to September.
You're wrong. I remember the summer of 1983. It didn't rain for 3 months.
You have a bad memory. There were no apples Apples.
Apples.
Apples in my garden because of the rain.
No apples? I picked thousands of apples. It was very hot and sunny.
I'm not going to be angry in a minute. In a minute. It poured.
Poured?
It poured all the time. I know I'm right.
Listen, Grump.
No, you listen, bloat.
Bold.
Boat. Okay. Boat.
Okay, here we need another person. I need a miss. Natalie. Okay.
Okay, excuse me, but you are both wrong. I remember the summer of 1983. It started raining on May 10th and stopped on July 13th. It was hot and sunny every day from the 14th of July to the 29th of August. I think that takes care of this argument. Bye.
Sorry, here. I think that
takes care of this argument. Bye.
I think that takes care. So when you say this sentence, guys, you have to emphasize this. I think that takes care of this argument. Okay. So, Mr. Grump? No, I mean like this expression is like if you were like in a bad mood, like
Okay. The students of today, they think they know everything.
Yes, I never did that kind of thing when I was their age. And of course, she was wrong.
Of course, I was right.
You were not right, Rump. I was right.
Now, wait a minute.
And the fight continues. It never ends. Okay. So here, guys, you have not in capital letters. So that means that you have to emphasize this. So you were not right. Like you were not right. So you're going to emphasize this part, okay? Now, before we practice in pairs, do you have any questions?
Teacher. It poured.
So when people say it poured, it means like it rained a lot, or there was like heavy rain, like a lot of rain. It poured.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Anything else? No. Okay. So let me see if I can send you in trios.
Teacher, what means?
Like 3 people.
Okay. Oops. No. Okay. No, teacher.
No. Okay. So let's see. We can make trios. No, we can't. No. Okay. So let's practice like this. Okay. So you can take turns.
Do you want to be?
It's an A or it's Mr. Bold?
Why do people think that I am Grump? I'm not Grump. I'm a happy person.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe my face doesn't help me. But I'm a happy person, a good person. Okay, I'm going to be the Grump, but in the real life, I am not Grump.
Okay.
Okay. One day, Mr. Grump and Mr. Bold. So I have to write it. So give me a second.
Okay.
Bold. How did you say?
Bold.
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 Okay. One day, Mr. Grump and Mr. Bold were talking on a bus. I remember the summer of 1983. It rained from May to September.
Okay. You're wrong. I remember the summer of 1983. It didn't rain for 3 months.
You have a bad memory. There were not apples in my garden because of the rain.
No apples? I picked thousands of apples. It was very hot and sunny.
I'm going to be angry in a minute. It proud all the time. I know I'm right.
Listen, Grump.
No, you listen. Blob.
Bolt.
Bolt.
You say my name.
Yeah, it's so difficult. It's so difficult that word. Okay. No, you listen, Bolt.
Okay. There
Your
was
turn,
a student.
Bibi. I don't know. We are going to. Okay, go ahead.
There was a student sitting behind them. She was listening to them. Baby, you're Miss Spitz.
Excuse me, but you are both wrong. I remember that summer of 1983, it started raining on May 10th and stopped on July 13th. It was hot and sunny every day from the 14th of July to the 29th of August. I think that takes care of this argument. Bye.
These students of today, they think they know everything.
Yes, I never did that kind of thing when I was their age. And of course, she was wrong.
Of course, I was right.
You were not right, Ron. I was right.
No, wait a minute.
Good guys, let's switch one more time, okay? Who's next?
I'm going to be Bolt.
Okay, and who's wrong? Viviana.
Okay.
Okay, so Viviana, you start here one day.
Okay, I remember that summer of 1983. It rained from May to September.
Garground. I remember the summer of 1983. It didn't rain for 3 months.
You have a bad memory. There were no apples in my garden because of the rain.
No apples? I picked thousands of apples. It was very hot and sunny.
I'm going to be angry in a minute. It poured all the time. I know I'm right.
Listen, Grump.
No, you listen, Bolt.
Excuse me, but you are both wrong. I remember the summer of 1983. It started raining on May 10th and stopped on July 13th. It was hot and sunny every day from the 14th of July to the 19th of August. I think that takes care of this argument. Bye.
These students of today, they think they know everything.
Yes. I never did that kind of thing when I was their age. And of course, she was wrong.
Of course, I was wrong. I was right.
You're wrong.
Okay. You admit it.
You admitted it. Okay. All right. Really good. So let's go back. Okay. So, guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Because there was like a message in the screen. Okay. So let's have different people. Okay, Stephanie, you're going to be Mr. Grump. Oneida, you're going to be Bold, and Meaty, you're going to be Mrs. Pitts or Miss Pitts.
Okay. One day, Mr. Grump and Mr. Ball were talking on a bus. I remember the summer of 1983. It rained from May to September.
You're wrong. I remember the summer of 1983. It didn't rain for 3 months.
You have a bad memory. There were no apples in my garden because of the rain.
No apples? I picked thousands of apples. It was very hot and sunny.
Oh my God, I'm going to be angry in a minute. It hurt all the time. I know I'm right.
Listen, Grump.
No, you listened, Bull.
So there was a student sitting behind them. She was listening to them.
Excuse me, but you are both wrong. I remember the summer of 1983. It started raining on May 10th and stopped on July 13th. It was hot and sunny every day from the 14th of July to the 19th of August. I think that takes care of this argument. Bye.
Sorry, 1 second. All of you guys repeat after me. Started. Started. And repeat after me. 29th.
29.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay. These students of today, they think they know everything.
Yes, I never did that kind of thing when I was their age. And of course, she was wrong.
Yes, of course. I was right.
You were not right, Ron. I was right.
Wait, no. Now, wait a minute.
Okay, really good. Okay, so what do you think about this presentation? 1 or 2?
2.
Yeah, it is a 2. Now, tomorrow we're going to practice with fewer keywords. Veronica is clapping. Good. Yeah, so we're going to continue practicing this more. Okay, now let's focus, guys, on the read test. By the way, the read test is going to be tomorrow about the conditionals, okay? So let me see if I have like different. 24, I think. Who is back? Oh, someone
No.
someone came and left.
It was me, I'm sorry.
Okay. It's used. I'm still like with an allergy, by the way. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's have okay, maybe question. And Veronica, you answer. Let's start.
Did the blonde girl did the blonde girl expect to finish the article?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't, but if she had expected to finish the article, she would have worked overtime.
Yeah, overtime. Good. Okay, Veronica and Oneida, continue.
Is the boss going to buy a new press machine?
You can also say a new press. Also, I mean, like a new press. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, no, he isn't. But if he bought a new machine, a new press, he would spend a lot of money.
Aloha.
Much money.
A lot of money.
Está ya.
Okay. Oneida and Robert, continue.
Okay.
Búsquela allá abajo.
Might. Okay. Let me see. Might the sport writers have an interview with Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yes, they might if they want to get a better position, they have to do it well.
Right. Now, sorry, Oneida, you said sports writer or writers?
I'm sorry, sports writer.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, one more time, Robert.
Okay. Yes, he might if he wants to get a better position. He has to do it well.
Okay. Alright, so 1 second. So you just have, okay, really good. Okay, Robert and Viviana, continue.
Okay. Was the newspaper office closed yesterday morning?
When or
Was the newspaper office closed yesterday morning?
no, it wasn't. It closes closed yesterday at the night. If he had
If they.
what do you say?
I think it's better to say if they. Because the question is about the newspaper office.
Sorry, you said no, it doesn't. Yeah. And then what? Can you repeat the idea one
Okay,
more time?
no, it wasn't. If they
No, it wasn't.
or no, it wasn't. It wasn't if they close early. They had to lost money because they can't sold more things, or they or they can't wrote. They could wrote other editions.
Because you're combining like present and past. Okay, let's see.
Was is in past.
No, let's see. No, it wasn't. So was the newspaper office closed yesterday? No, it wasn't.
If they
You can say it was open. Okay. Now, if they
had closed early, they couldn't.
If they so if they had closed early,
they had they could have sold, or they could have writing other editions or other editorials.
They couldn't.
I couldn't have written.
Writing.
They couldn't have written what more? Read. It's because that sounds weird. Maybe they couldn't have published today's edition. Okay, maybe we can say this. Okay, let's try one more time.
Okay.
Viviana?
No, it wasn't. If it was
It
open,
was open.
they had closed early. If they had closed early, they might have or they couldn't have published today's edition.
Exactly. Yeah, remember, try to follow the structure here. Had and then the PP. Okay. Now let's have Viviana and this is not here. Okay, Viviana and Natalie. Continue.
Okay. Should the owner of the newspaper plan an interview for today?
Yes, he should. If he wants to write a new article, he must have a new interview.
He must have a new interview. He must get a new source, maybe. That's fine. Okay, now Natalie, question, and Stephanie, you answer.
Okay. Could the advertising manager join an online meeting with her boss?
No, he couldn't. If he wanted to join the meeting with his boss,
Sorry, Stephanie, 1 second. Natalie, the question was in past, right?
With good.
Yeah, but when did that happen? Like
Okay. Yesterday.
yes, yeah. It's better to say the time. Just to make it clear.
Okay. Sorry.
So repeat the question again.
Okay. Could the advertising manager join an online meeting with her boss yesterday?
okay. No, he couldn't. If he had joined the meeting with his boss yesterday, he could have lost his son's birthday.
He could have.
He could have lost his son's birthday.
Okay, exactly. That's fine. Okay, Stephanie and Lily, continue.
Okay. Will the reporter hang up the phone?
Will the reporter hang up the phone?
Yeah.
No, he won't. Because he has to talk with his boss if he wants to get a permission to leave the office early.
Very good, guys. Okay, so what do you think about this practice for today? Is it a 1 or a 2?
1.
1.
We did it better.
Was better. It is better.
Yes.
So I believe it was really good. Maybe what we have to be careful with is the third condition. Okay, just like following the idea, like following the pattern, and also try to, in this case, for example, Viviana, like you were answering this one, try to keep it simple. Why? Because I felt that you were like trying to put like a lot of ideas together, and you were changing the idea like every time you were answering, you changed the idea, like every time you were trying to answer. So it is better just to stick with an idea and try to answer based on that, because if you keep on changing the idea, then they're going to get confused. Okay, so it is just like having clear the answer, and then you go ahead and use the grammar. Okay, it is like that, and yeah, and also following this, like if had, then would have, or could have, or might have. Okay. So, but I would say 2. It was pretty good. It was really good. Good job, guys. And now, before we go, guys, let's do the first part of the topic about domestic violence. So I need you guys to practice the questions and answers one more time. We're going to practice only the first part. Let's see. This is 125. Let's see. That's so. I need you guys to take a screenshot of this. A screenshot of this one. Ready?
Ready, teacher.
Yeah.
And you can take a screenshot of this.
Done. Okay, done.
Done. Okay. Let's practice in pairs. Okay. Let's do it.
Celeste, más recta, no te inclines tanto para adelante.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
What is the bothering? No, what is bothering? Sorry.
Okay. It is a behavior in which a person establishes power and control over another person by using fear, intimidation, and violence.
What was that voice? Behavior.
Behavior.
What's a
Traduction.
Yeah?
Behavior es comportamiento.
No, but, my question is because I heard a voice. Saying behavior.
I understood.
Okay. Okay. Who are usually botherers and who are usually the victims?
Men are the most common perpetrators. Women are the most common victims, although children and the elderly also suffer from domestic violence.
Mm-hmm. You have to do the biggest, Neighbor. Which are the three main kids of domestic violence?
Kids, you said, or kinds.
Kinds. It's it's kinds. Yeah, sorry. Because I need to go back.
Yeah, I need to eat.
Which are the three main kinds of domestic violence?
Okay, let me try. Physical, I don't know, battering, which may start as a push, but escalates into serious attacks and even murder. Sexual abuse, in which a person is forced to have unwanted sex. Psychological battering, which means constant verbal abuse, harassment, and possessiveness, isolation, economic deprivation, destruction of property, threats, and intimidation. Mutilation in this.
Yeah. Okay. What are the
stages?
What are the stages in the cycle of domestic violence?
It starts with trivial actions, but escalates into restraining, slapping, punching, kicking, biting, and sexual assault. Finally, there are life-threatening behaviors such as choking, bone breathing, and use of weapons. What is battering?
It's como... Battering es como...
I was thinking in the answer too.
Oh my god.
You are killing me. You are killing me, babe. What happened? Don't bother me. Okay. Okay. Who started before? Oneida.
Yeah. It's your time.
Okay. It is a behavior in which a person establishes power and control over another person by using fear, intimidation, and violence.
Who are usually barriers and who are usually the victims?
Okay, men are the most common perpetrators. Women are the most common victims. Older children and the elderly also suffer from domestic violence.
Which are the three?
Yo tratando de explicarle que era Barney.
Qué mal.
Eso fue la de la noche.
Bueno, eso significa...
Y lo peor era que no sabía qué era. Y yo tratando de inventar.
Es que ya dijo como, ¿qué es battering? What is battering? Y nosotros como...
O sea,
tratando
vieron la
ahí.
sinceridad y la forma tan perfecta en la que pregunté. Hasta los confundí.
La entonación.
La entonación.
Sí, porque nos dejó como...
Confusos.
Y el man iba directo a responder.
Ya directo a Google.
Sí, eso es de Google. Son palabras de Google. We have to go.
We have to come back.
We have to come back.
Domestic violence, and also we're going to check the second part of this topic, the questions and answers. And tomorrow we also have the written, as I told you before. So maybe if you can, maybe you can join us at 6:15 sharp, like at the beginning of the class, so we can practice before the written, okay? So see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Tomorrow.
Bye. See you.